Okay, welcome back to Bounce Around Charleston. Save more kids. We want to hear what that's all about and what's going on with that. Yeah. And I have the CEO standing here with me, Q Karmue. Welcome back to Bounce Around Charleston.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Okay, what's happening with Save Our Kids?
Save More Kids. We have been in the Low Country for about 3 years.
3 years.
This community have been amazing at receiving our organization. Our goal has been to rejuvenate communities throughout Liberia by empowering communities to be able to heal and help themselves. And we've been successful at galvanizing some amazing people from this community to help and aid our process.
What kind of things have been going on to help you?
So we first started off with the relief drive. We did a relief drive because of the Ebola crisis that took place in Liberia. Our organization was able to partner with the Low Country and the International Longshoremen, the ILA, through Mr. Kenneth Riley. This entire community have been tremendous churches, individuals who heard a story to be able to collect over 344 containers worth of relief. That's about 150,000 pounds of food that we took to Liberia in order to aid people during that crisis.
Okay, tell me something. Give me back some background history. How did Save More Kids get started?
Save More Kids was started as a result of my personal experience with my family escaping Liberia during the Civil War. I was only about 8 years old during the time, and my mother was stuck with 5 of us. My father was here on a business trip, and the epicenter of our story is that when we were escaping, we came across checkpoints with rebel soldiers who wanted to execute us. And my mother was forced to make a decision between her life and the 5 of us. She chose to die so that we can live. But because of her prayers and her promise to God that if she lived through that moment, she would then become a mother to the child that wanted to kill her, to children like that. That was her promise, if God would spare her life. And he did. And when we escaped Liberia, they came here. My mother became a nurse. They bought their first house in Providence, sold it, moved to Florida. As soon as the war was over in Liberia, she turns to my dad and says, I got to go back because I made a promise. And so she went back, and she and my father adopted 44 kids after the Liberian Civil War, and which motivated my wife and I to initiate Save More Kids, because 44 is not enough if you're trying to impact an entire nation. We started with 44, but our goal has been to produce programs that actually rejuvenate these children and helps them to become productive citizens in order for them to be able to impact their own communities. And in doing so, we've established 5 different initiatives that is focused on doing that.
What a wonderful story.
Thank you.
Very moving, very motivating. Okay, so what can the public now do to help you with your endeavors?
Thank you for asking. We are having our 3rd annual gala here in Charleston over at the ILA Hall. We're going to be doing pretty much showcasing our impact, the impact that we've had over the last couple of years. And we would like to invite everybody who's watching to please come out on Thursday from 6 to 9 p.m. We will be having an amazing show. We have music, we have food, and we have a powerful story to tell. And we have a powerful story of impact for how we plan on impacting the entire country, and we need your help. So you can get tickets for the event through our Facebook page. If you go to Facebook, like Save More Kids on Facebook, you can click on the link on our event page to be able to purchase tickets for the event. We would love for you to come out and just become part of this process.
I'm just standing here listening to your story, and I'm just being so moved by the promise of your mother.
Yes.
And to even tell your father, I've got to go back because of the promise that I made.
That's right. That's right. And they did. They left everything known to them. They gave up the house. They gave everything up, and they went back. And they motivate me to feel like I can do anything. That indeed, if they can go in the middle of right after the Civil War, everything is destroyed, and they found life in Liberia through these kids. As a matter of fact, the kids that we took in this home, none of them knew how to read and write. Today, just last week, we have our first child going to college. So it's phenomenal what can happen if you love and cherish a child and be able to provide an environment that they can be impacted.
What type of things are needed?
Right now, we definitely want you to come to the event. You can donate through our website, SaveMoreKids.org. And we need your involvement. We need volunteers. We take people from the low country all the time to go to Liberia. We would love for you to come on one of our trips and see what impact looks like. So we definitely need folks who would just who are impacted by what I'm saying.
Well, I've got to ask this question.
Yeah.
What would be the cost of a trip like that if someone desired to go? That's listening.
If you desire to go, the cost is anywhere between $2,500 to $3,000 for the trip. We put on a robust fundraising campaign so that you're not, if you want to come and you don't have all the funding, we have means for engaging the public, your local church, getting folks involved with the stories and with what we are doing, and for you to get supported to be able to come on a trip.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Save More Kids. Karmue, CEO. You can go to www.savemorekids.org.
Yes.
Wow, I'm just standing here. I want the public to really pay attention to everything that you've said.
Thank you. I got one more thing to say,
okay,
if you don't mind. I also have a book that's going to be coming out, and I hope to hopefully come back and talk a little bit more about my book, and it really goes into in-depth about our story. It's a great way for people to get involved, to kind of get to understand the background information for why we do what we do.
Okay.
So it's called Witness. It will hopefully be done here soon, and I can start talking about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work to be done over in Liberia,
yes,
and we want you to get involved. Yeah. Thank you for being here again.
Thank you for having me.
On Bounce Around Charleston.
Thank you.
Okay, you see it, www.savemorekids.org. Go there, and you'll find all the information that you need to help Karmue and save more kids. Okay, we'll be right back after this break. We want to find out what Moja is doing, and Art Gilliard will be here to tell us all about that.